All right, we're looking good there. So all right, we're just gonna start this off by marking out some of our major levels that we're most interested in from the weekly time frame in purple, and then going from there because I really want to have more of a day trade, swing trade type of style going on, and so I really want to take majority of my trades at the most um, impactful price action levels following fundamental analysis in the current world economics. So this was the previous weekly low, and the main reason why I want to mark that out is because this week has now approached it. Now, if we're breaking that just very smoothly, obviously it doesn't necessarily just have to happen so fast, but if we start heading back down towards these lows here, even this week we're still talking about another 200 pips for the week. So that doesn't sound impossible for gold type of thing. So with that being said, we do have the previous week, and then definitely want to keep this point keen. Just keep staying very close to price action. I think that's my most important thing, is just staying very close to where price action is, because as price continues to move down, these are the levels that I would even be looking at. If price starts to come up on this weekly time frame, that'll be the level that I'm most worried about. And now, just to even watch the weekly structure, we have a push phase, we have an exhaustion phase, left a wick, continued that. Now, this weekly high was definitely broken, but this one was validated, and I would definitely call this one the most important key weekly level, which was that resistance around that 1730 area. That is very interesting because that is a structural support level. So now that we have this exhaustion candle, and now the following week has gone bearish after that, is it going to continue bearish to come to this next level to have a very large weekly candle, as this one you can see broke the previous weekly low and carried itself past the last low, retest, and go from there. So we'll definitely see. I like what that's looking like now. As of now, the daily time frame for me is very, very, very important, structure wise and everything of that regard, especially being able to trade the daily candle itself, because on this day I will be trading this day's price action, and now this day's price action will be most impacted by the most current levels of the previous days, and then how it can play out in the weekly structure. So if we can start to get this break below this level, this candlestick level, we could definitely I'll even just move that up on the daily just so it's really pristine on there, because if we could start getting, because it exhausted here, if we could start getting that break below this level, this next range on the daily time frame, that 200 pip range exactly. So I'm going to delete that. And so that's our next level. If we break the 1661 area, I'll be definitely taking it towards the 1640s, and then potentially on down further. So we're looking like there. So and on this day we have, I wouldn't even necessarily call it a high was created. It could, let's look at the last 5 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each one has created somewhat of a significant high. Now, if that wants to be the high for the day, so be it. But with the multiple sessions going on, I don't think that has to be the high. There could definitely be a higher high created than this, but either way it goes, we have a bearish previous day. Extreme wick body, but still closed, kind of weak bearish. And as we're starting the day in this Asian session, we're starting to get that. I wouldn't even call it much right now. How about that? How about I don't even call it much? From market structure, market phase standpoint, this was literally like the key weekly level. Now on the daily time frame, we did break a structural level and go up to that level. So with that being said, even in this regard, structure is definitely very bearish. Like this has been a very bearish, week. last week and this week, because you had that exhaustion and then continuation this week. Now, I would definitely like this structure here to change, and I would like to make sure or ensure that it is changed on the 4-hour time frame. So what I do see here on the 4-hour is a very nice double top key level 4-hour time frame broken, and now we're at our next key level. So if we could break this, that's why we're looking down there. This support level 4-hour time frame, this is our major support level. We'll even label that. We know we got the 200 pip range below. So yeah. And then I feel like it's only right, because at the end of the day, for right now, this is a invalid and the range between this and this would be about 160 pips, just talking about the 4-hour time frame. That's real good. And so right now, just even before we even get into anything else, we have the potential break, retest, lower high created, right? We have the perfect bounce here, and you have, I need to figure out a better way to draw this, because you got the 3 opportunities. You got the breakdown, make a lower high, sell, or you have the perfect bounce and or the fake out. So it's like perfect bounce. Maybe I'll just, how about this? How about I move this over? Move this over here, move this over here. Yeah. So you have perfect bounce, fake out, bounce, break and retest, continue. And in both directions from this level, you have a really good opportunity. I think even on this Asian trade, I think this is a fine bounce to take right now, to be honest, because as this can make the low and then it can go up and make a better high and then it can come back down and things like that. And honestly, that's as simple as the structure technically needs to be. I will move down to the 1-hour time frame, but just know I really enjoyed that 4-hour view, understanding that if I can take a trade in this level when price actually reaches my key level, we're talking about a 30 to 40 pip stop loss, potential 150 range, taking profit even at a 1 to 2, somewhere halfway through the range, you know. So I'm looking at that and I like that. And honestly, I really just want to pay attention to the 4-hour, because if the 4-hour comes down, we're entering at a 4-hour low. That's good for a buy at a 4-hour support key level. Also good for a buy taking the first respect. If it doesn't respect, the next sign is a fake out. If it doesn't fake out and it stays below and creates a lower high below this level, we'll take the sell. And it's as simple as that, and manage risk from there. Now that we're pretty much done with that, and I can keep price on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, it just has to be spread out. Like, that structure is honestly beautiful. You really couldn't ask for better structure. And if this level is broken, then it confirms that this uptrend structure is definitely, obviously, like, if this level was broken, you could say this. If this level was broken, the uptrend structure has been changed. This just so happens to be coming to a new level. You feel me? This level being broken was confirmation that this uptrend structure has changed, and we are definitely looking for price to go down. You know what I mean? Until this level and or this level is broke. So this level, boom. This level will have to be broken for this level to be validated. If this level is broken and this level is validated, we're not looking for strong bias structure until this level again is broken. Period, point blank. So that's it right there. We're gonna go and save this screenshot. Oh, I was in the right area already. I want to talk to myself about consistency, man. Just continuing to do what you're supposed to do. You know, there's our roadmap. Now, at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to go to our news outlet real quick, which we're going to use investing.com for our headlines, articles, outlooks, and things like that. So when this loads up, we'll do that. But yeah, just talking about consistency, like doing the same thing in a positive way over and over again and letting the results come from that. You know what I mean? Just letting the results come from that. Like, I'm on the market bare minimum twice a day. You know what I mean? One live trading session, one live roadmap and recap session, to the point to where by taking our roadmap session and our recap session very seriously and continue to show up every day, we will see the moves that happen and why. You feel me? We will continue to see the moves that happen and why. Then we may find that maybe some of those road mapping sessions, since they're in Asian, present good opportunities that flow with our analysis fundamentally and technically, to where we could take an overnight trade at a major level, come back the following morning for pre-New York session to trade that as well, and then go to work. So as of right now, some of the key headlines from the last, let's say, 24 hours, more or less. Gold plummets below 1,700 on hawkish Fed. You feel me? Like, we know the Feds are hawkish. There's not even really nothing new. Stocks turn red with UK bonds in the spotlight. That's all they say there. So it's still hawkish Fed vibes right now. Looking at Forex Factory for economic data and the economic calendar to come. Today is the 11th, going on the 12th. Our new daily candle is already open. See, that's the cool thing. Our new daily candle is already open at 3 or 4 p.m. my time, which is like what is that shit? Pacific Standard Time, LA time type shit. You feel me? So what we have coming up next throughout London, we have a little bit of pound 30-year bond auction coming up, and then a lot of pound news, and then we have the Japanese yen prelim machine tools. Nothing too crazy. Even just looking quickly ahead, we have PPI coming out tonight. Now, PPI is looking like it's about to come out. It's forecasted to come out larger. Now, if I pull up what that means, actual greater than forecast is good for currency. So if that actually does, let's say it comes out at 0.1, 0.2, or 0.3, that is all a very good forecast, which will be strong for the US dollar. And then you have the core PPI, which potentially they're forecasting a small drop from what the previous was. But if that comes out 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, that is actually really good core PPI and PPI numbers, strong, and that's at 5:30 my time. So knowing that I could potentially, if these sales are going to pop off, they can pop off soon or sometime before I go to bed pre-London session and present this opportunity of a sell below this level. You feel me? And then buys above this level. And it's always going to be that. Sell below the level, buys above the level at a specific low. You know what I mean? If we're talking low, I'm going to need price to come lower, come up, make a high, so I at least have a target to reach for a manageable trade. If it wants to bounce at this level, buys. If it wants to bounce at this level, buy. If it wants to fake out and come back here, buy. Now the tricky thing about taking a perfect bounce trade is the fact that you don't really want to always have to put yourself in the position to where, okay, I'm coming up to a major level. Let me wait for it to break and then potentially fake or respect from that other side that it's on, because the other third option is it doesn't break it at all and it just bounces and leaves. So, that's where I'm at. If I could honestly get a break of this structural level, I know I'm buying at a low, period, point blank, for that first trade. If that doesn't work for a 1-to-1, 1-to-2, back up to the middle of the range, that's fine. It breaks through, I manage my risk. It breaks through, I'm only putting up 0.5%. I'll cut it probably at 0.5% of that, so I'm only losing about 0.25% on that first attempt. Then on the next attempt, same thing. If it wants to come back up and start showing signs of maybe break in, bounce again, and go back, then cool, we can potentially get that nice new buy, second chance on the respect. Cool. If that don't work and it starts to come back down, starts to put more pressure on our stop loss, we'll definitely be flipping sides, because now we potentially have a lower high below this level. Price broke it, came back, and I was leaving it again. Sell, stop loss above here. Let's take it back down to the low that it came from, and then some. Basically we have PPI coming out this morning, or the following morning. FOMC meeting minutes is also happening at 11, and I'll be at work by that time. But yeah, that's the things that we have. And then come Thursday, we got CPI, and they're anticipating for CPI monthly, they're anticipating an increase. For CPI yearly, they're anticipating a tiny incremental decrease, and then for core CPI, another small decrease, which, again, if they say actual is greater than currency, blah, 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 we'll just have to see. So, if this is what they're projecting, this is what they're projecting. Unemployment claims, it looks like they are projecting a small rise of about 6,000 more, and that's on Thursday, though. So, yeah, that's the analysis. That's where we're at. Structure looks totally good. I think I'm actually going to execute on a buy trade here soon and let that one do its thing. But by executing on that, by executing this buy, it'll be very important to be able to take the other trades too. So that's the biggest thing. So I'm gonna have to take my. Let me go here. My mic is off, so there's probably no audio. It's all good. Is there audio? Oh yeah, there is audio. Okay. It just might sound a little bit different, but it's all good. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug in my magic keys, and understanding that I'm taking a 4-hour structural trade here. It's already leaving. There's slight hesitation. Only because the stop loss kept getting like larger and larger. I really don't want a 50 pip stop loss. Yeah. Obviously, I would like it to be lower, but this is just what we're working with right now. Well, that helps. Yo,
Yo, Ale House at 5:30.
where?
Ale House.
Ale House.
Yeah,
All
Ale
right.
House.
Wait, wait.
You know what
Spell it.
Ale House is?
Spell it.
Ale.
Spell it.
A-L-E. A-L-E.
Yeah,
Ale.
you were saying it weird. I got you.
Ale House.
Ale.
Remember I
Ale.
took Ale.
No, you're saying it wrong.
Ale. We're gonna meet up. Zach Ramsell's playing with us tonight, so he's gonna meet us there at 5:30.
All right.
So it doesn't.
Yep.
Because we needed somebody, and I couldn't fucking Logan.
Bro, I'm not tripping, bro. You ain't gotta explain to me the story, bro. I'm good.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, you be getting in the explanation mode, bro. And I'm like, you don't gotta explain to me, bro. We good.
Why can't you just listen to me?
I don't know. People say I have a problem with that.
I'll see you in a little bit.
I bet.
All right, peace.
Yep. Where the heck is the ale house? Let me find. Honestly, this what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find a 1 to 2 right there, and just put my stop loss right there. I mean my take profit. I'm gonna just change my take profit to 72.41. Yeah, we're gonna lower it because we are counter trend trading, and it will just be a shorter one. So like right there, if we will thinking about taking once it reaches that zone, we really want to make sure we take dubs, any type of dub. Yeah, I like it. Matter of fact, what we'll do is we will screenshot this and also put that in the vault. This whole tweaking. Yo,
What up? What you want?
just doing my analysis on the market for the night, and I'm about to go get some food.
Mm, kind of need your assistance.
What you need, man?
We're selling these couches, and Brittany's not gonna be able to help me move them as she's pregnant.
What you got? You got to do it tonight?
I mean, I don't have to do it tonight, but yeah, they're coming to pick them up by 6.
Tonight?
Correct.
Oh my God! Hold
But
on one.
all it is just helping me bring them down to just down the steps.
All right, 1 second. 1 second. Here, I'm gonna finish this post. Basically, I think we was just going to eat. Me, Corey, and another person that he's about to bring to the game was about to go eat in 15 minutes. But I'll just let him know I'll be late and I'll come help you with that.
Oh, you guys are about to go eat in 15?
Yeah,
Okay. I
but
mean,
it's cool.
where you guys going?
L House.
Oh, so right down the street.
Yeah, so I mean, I could just go do that with you real quick. Just let him know I'll be a few minutes behind you for me, X, Y, and Z, and then I'll go. I'll literally be a few minutes behind.
Yeah, because all we're doing is literally just gonna bring them down the steps. And then after that, you can just bounce.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
All right, bet. All right. right, yeah. So we're gonna call that. The entry was taken. We'll just pretty much come back to check the results of this.